Hi there, in this video, we are going to look at Ripple, and these are education content only, not financial advice. And remember, crypto project's success depends on many factors. So we'll come back to this Wyckoff picture in a minute, where the blue represents the distribution cycle, the orange represents the accumulation cycle. So the daily chart is showing us that Ripple is still staying at a pretty low trading volume. Okay, meaning there's no big commitment from the bulls or bears. Just a few days back, the volume spiked slightly, and that brought the price to test the downtrend support. So remember, we talked about this. If we just focus on the short term, it is in the downtrend. But since the beginning of February, okay, the medium term is actually a sideways trend. The low is somewhere around $1.2, okay? All the way to somewhere around 1.54, the green key level. All right, so far, Ripple hasn't really tested somewhere below 1.26, okay? You see, if I draw this line down here, those wicks of the lower candles never pass that particular line. This is, for the moment, it still holds true. Yesterday it was very close. Okay, it went through a little just to test it. Now let's adjust the channel box, extend it. The tricky part over here is that the downtrend can be something more like this compared to the initial assessment. So let's assume it is going down at a higher rate than before. Okay, why I say higher rate? The slope of this box compared to the previous, you see it's steeper, right? So that's what I'm referring to. So after the adjustment, we see two things. One, the current support, short-term support 1.32 roughly, crossing the channel ceiling at around May 30th, 31st. So around these 2 dates, meaning tomorrow, the day after, there is a chance for the bulls to push the price outside of this downtrend, testing the 1.35 yellow key level. Trying to stay above the 1.32, okay? Maybe bounce sideways for a bit before it tries to break above or comes back down again. The behavior is kind of similar to what happened back in late March to mid-April. You see, it came down trying to find support at the 1.32. At one point, it found support, retest the 1.35, came back down, traded sideways for a bit before it went up to challenge the green key level again. Okay, so it is doing something similar as of this moment. If it doesn't hold, if this 1.32 doesn't hold, and the price comes down to test the 1.27 instead, meaning it is going to get closer and closer to this triangle. Okay, that points to the 5th of June. So again, the 2 C's happen. 2 C's means 2 confirmation that we would get, from either one of them. First is the continuation of the downtrend. That means it is going to break this support. And the next support is indicated by the February 5th and 6th candlesticks with pretty high volume. Okay, that's a big commitment from the bulls and bears. That's pointing towards 1.21. Okay, that's the continuation decision. The change decision, meaning it is going to break the ceiling of the downtrend. Okay, exiting, finding support at the 1.27 short-term support level. All right, so these are the 2 C confirmations that we will see in the coming few days. What about the bigger picture, the Wyckoff view? We talked about this, that Wyckoff, in terms of Wyckoff, it is transiting from the distribution cycle to the accumulation cycle. But that doesn't mean the distribution cycle is over. There's still a slim chance of an upthrust after distribution or another round of tests to come. It hasn't really dropped to a point low enough compared to the accumulation cycle that happened between 2002 all the way to 2024. Okay, so the situation of Ripple is a little bit interesting right now. It hasn't even dropped to the October 10th low, around the purple key level of 86 cents. Okay, the tariff announcement day last October. So that's why it is still in a tricky spot where it seems like it is going through the panic sell whale spy period and hasn't really shown us the panic over stage. It may be near, it may be there already because you can see the volume has been very low compared to the previous period, right? You see that coming down, but we haven't seen the automatic rally yet. So before I see that rally and then come back down to retest, I'm not going to declare that we are at the panic over stage. Okay. If you're interested to access these videos 48 hours earlier, join the other channel members now. And the weekly write-up about the market conditions is available on Substack and SLS. See you in the next video. Thank you.